Hey, look at that. It's a monster spawner. Hit this button, and the floor shakes, and monsters pop out. Lovely. So, why did I make this? Well, I always like monster spawners. I like the idea of just having mobs spawn, drop resources for you so you can collect them, because they are one of the harder things to collect. Gunpowder's annoying, arrows are annoying. And recently I saw a video of ACTennis, the little dude that does Minecraft videos, and he made a witch spawner. And in the witch spawner, he had the floor shaking to let the witches through. And I've never seen that before, and I was amazed that I never thought about that before either, because that is perfect for these types of mob spawners. This removes the need of placing water to funnel them into currents to do weird stuff with them. It'll just drop them, because the floor becomes not there for a second and they just fall. There are 2 levels. You can make more. You can see this shakes it down to there, and then that shakes it down to there. And one thing I did was, and you can undo, you can decide if you want to do it or not, is I put down these half slabs. Why? Well, spiders can't fall through the shaking. Not at the speed that I'm doing it at anyways. I don't know if you shake it quicker they'll fall, but at this speed, it doesn't fall. So what half slabs do is, spiders need a 2x2 area of open air to spawn. Now I could place a normal block down here, but that would actually let the spiders spawn on top of it. And since monsters can't spawn in half slabs, the spiders don't spawn here. However, it's up to you if you want to decide to have spiders or not. You could always come up here yourself, physically kill them later. That's on you. I'll remove them now, and you'll see that spider spawn. You can hear the spider spawn up in the second level, because it didn't have those blocks. Close that back up, come back down here, and hit it up. Oh, man. I should probably wait for monsters to spawn, huh? Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, they'll still spawn. But, so, before we get into this, there's something I want to cover is just some spawning rules in general. A while ago, they made the Minecraft height a lot higher. This opened up a possibility for very easy mob spawning. Monsters will spawn within the 128 radius of the player. This includes the caves below the player and anything above the player. Now, usually, and back in my old series, when I made a mob spawner, I would spend a lot of time going down into caves, lighting them up. Because during the day is when your mob spawner is going to be most efficient. But during the day, the caves are also going to be spawning monsters because they're dark. So, since the height for Minecraft has been ramped up so much, and this is a long time ago, I'm just getting to it now, what you can basically do is ignore all the caves by building your mob spawner at 128 blocks above where, let's call it where you're the flattest land. Like, you don't want to build it 128 blocks above a mountain, because there won't really caves and mountains, but just find a flat piece of land, go up 128 blocks or so, and then we're here. This is 128 blocks off of the floor. So, now this is a flat map, so there aren't going to be caves, but if there were caves, they wouldn't be taken into effect from the spawning, because they're no longer within the range. Now, spawning also happens when a player is further than 24 blocks away from a monster. What that's saying is, you have the 128 radius around your player that monster can spawn, but they can't spawn within 24 blocks of you. So, that's why this is all the way up here. From here, 135 to up here, it's a little over 24 blocks. Yeah, but about it exactly. That's why it's up there. And those 2 things alone, the 128 radius and then the 24 distance away, lets you just, you have now, that is the only possible area that monsters can spawn, and I control it. You can kind of see them coming from the top and then being shook down through the levels. And the spiders. There is one side effect to this, is that since this is all the way up here, you can't, if you're down here, the monsters will not spawn up there. So, it might be convenient for you to maybe have some other stuff to do up there. Maybe have some farms up there, something to keep you busy while you wait for the spawner to load up. But once you get it with enough levels, it'll load up super quick. Because again, this is the only place it can have shit happen. So let's go over the basic parts to this mob spawner. I have a switch with some redstone and a series of redstone torches just going up, 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 to this old boy, which I'm sure it's been done before, but I figured it out myself too. This is a clock that is controlled by a lever. So I'm going to make it over here as well. Separate, so you can have an idea. So, you can see that all these torches feed into this one torch. So, put that there. Put that there. And we'll put this there. Similar to the setup that's here. You have a little torch in, and now you make your clockness. Around here, and around here. Boom, boom, boom. And that should do it. When this lever is on, it allows the clock to clock. When the lever is off, it doesn't. Why does that happen? When this lever is off, this torch is always on. If this torch is always on, this torch will always be off. And so it can't clock. When this goes off, this goes off, that turns on, and so that starts feeding into it again, turning into a normal clock. So, this is actually really, really nice, because I didn't know a way to have a clock controlled by lever, and so this is good. It's not too hard to understand either. Alright, so that's this part. Now, cool little thing about glowstone is, other blocks, when you do something like this, if you put redstone there, and then redstone above here, and then say, do something like that, you're cutting off that redstone. However, with glowstone, where are you, buddy? Phone day is time, glowstone. There it is. Glowstone, it goes through. That's how I got this to continue to be a clock uninterrupted there, and then it also brings a signal up to my pistons. Alright, so there's that little lever controlled clock. Neat little invention. Now, this actual thing. This actual thing's pretty easy to make. So I guess let's do it too. We'll go out a little bit so we just have some room. Main idea is, as here, there's some pistons. So let's some pistons, and then you have. Might as well make a smaller version. And you have some blocks. And then you have some more pistons. Alright. And so, we'll actually go ahead and use the clock over here. The idea is simple. We'll bring this over here. There you go. So that does that. Now, I didn't want to bring the wiring over here, so I made this other bit over here based off of a smart piston. Remember, I was on like a smart piston kick for a while back then. So, pretty easy to make again. Put a redstone torch under here, so that when there's a block here, you can retrieve a power signal from here. Like it is over here. Set that delay to full. So, 3 clicks. Then, 3 clicks. Bring that out and over. And I'm going to wait to connect it till I know it can push it back. There you go. Biff. Well, in the case of this one, it is that, but this might be a little bit different. It actually might be 2 clicks. Let me make sure. No, it should be 4 clicks. Or do I have another... you know what? I might have a second delay on this. I think it might be... well. Some things sometimes just don't work out exactly how you plan. So... let's find one of these. I think this is just going too quickly. I love sirens, huh? Oh, you know what it might be is that this clock is a little too slow. That's probably more of the reason. Yeah. How's it? So, 1 click there, no click there. That works that. Alright. Anyways, you have this now. So now, you want to cover it up. Like so. Oh. Gotta be careful how you do this sometimes. You want to make sure that you start covering where the piston extends, because otherwise the light will shine through and it doesn't work out too well. And then you just make yourself a little house. So that's 2. So the next one should be the roof. Fill it in. And that's that. That is the basic idea of this big guy here. You have a dark room that monsters can spawn in. And when you have this lever on, the 4 shakes, letting them through. Doesn't let me through. Might let you through in non-creative, but in creative it doesn't let you through. Now, if you want to make the next level, that's not difficult either. The way I did it over there was, I added an extra block here, another bit of redstone, 2 more blocks, and then I just brought the signal up like this. And I wanted it to match. If this is off, I want the signal up here to be off too. And then it's a simple matter of more pistons. Oh. Like so. And like so. Similarly, that should not. Alright. We can do the same here. In fact, you might be able to get away with doing this. But then, I like having a little extra space. That's more me though. Like this. Bring this out again. And again, more pistons. And your redstone. And so now, if we did it right, I had too many blocks. The top and the bottom should shake. And so what you would want to do now is just carve this up again like you did the bottom one. And this will become your new level. And then your new ceiling will become your new floor for the next level. And so on and so forth. And this is really, like, this is a really good, this is just really nice, you know? Oh, I think I added an extra piston over here by mistake. Yeah, this is a little bit longer than it should be. But you get the idea. So, with the lever controlled clock and the shaking ground, you have this business happening. Time set 0. And again, you want to be 24 blocks away from where they start spawning. So that's why this whole idea is here. And this is nothing but a lever with redstone and a lot of redstone torches going straight up into this here. So where our lever is, you would want to connect your long... Where our lever is, you would want to connect your long stretch of torches. But yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. I really wanted to make this because a lot of my old series was in that giant, stupid monster spawner work, and that barely did anything. But with the idea of being up 128 blocks and then building it above 24 blocks above you, you can make very small monster spawners that do amazing. You do have to turn it off every now and then to actually let it, simmer, so to speak. I wonder if there's any of them over there. Yeah. Monster spawning, in general, is more of a surface area battle than a height battle. I think the way it works, is what I've read, is it picks a chunk, and then it picks a random block in that chunk, and it tries to spawn a pack of monsters there. And if it can't, then it tries again. And it just keeps trying and trying and trying again. So, it's very random, but it's better to just have a large surface area. I like this size. You could try making it a chunk size. Really, there's no limit to how, far out the sides you can go. I just like to do it 12 by 12 because it's a nice square. And I'm more of a vertical guy anyway. So yeah, once you get a couple more of these levels going, the map height is very, very crazy high. So you can get this going really, really, really tall. But, one final thing is, and ACTennis did this too, so props to him. What you can do is, if you wanted to collect all the drops that happened, and didn't want to bother with collecting them yourself, by hand, you can do is, you can grab yourself some half slabs, and place them. And the cool thing about half slabs is, you can place hoppers underneath them. If you do it correctly. Place the hopper, and then the half slab over it, shift and place. And what happens is, items can go into it, but monsters will still take damage. And so you can imagine doing this literally all over, all the blocks. And then from here, what you can do is connect chests to them. Now, if you remember, chests require you can't connect basically 4 chests in a row. It just doesn't work. It does not like. So what you can do, and this will be the last thing, you do 2 chests, shift click, and then you offset the next set of hoppers by another hopper. So 2 hoppers, shift click, and then that'll do it. And then switch these out. Again, shift click, and then these become the offset one. And you go like that for all of your chests. And you'll slowly build yourself a nice chest system where anything that drops is collected. See if I can't get anything to spawn. Go! Yeah, he's some stuff got collected over there. Oh. Whoop. He went. Oh god. Yeah, he went a little too far. This also killed most of the armored mobs as well. I think gold armor skeletons will still maybe survive this 24 fall. So you can lower the floor if you want to. No. Alright, he's dead. He's fucking dead. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.